Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a quick look back on RECETTEAR, which is a J action RPG that is set around the premise of you being the daughter of a shop owner who has basically passed on, and you have inherited his shop and his debt. You basically have to pay off weekly installments to pay off the debt, which you're never actually told what the total of the debt is, but your installments do go up each and every week. Of course, if you fail to pay that off, the game just resets back to the beginning, keeping the money and items you have with you, and that basically makes it a game where you can't actually lose per se. You just continue to loop through. It's a very fun, it's a cute game, has very basics of economics. Supply and demand is there, so you can invest heavily into purchasing certain items, and then all of a sudden the next day an event will happen randomly and the items will decrease in value greatly. So you're going to be selling those at possibly a loss just to get rid of them, or end up storing those and hopefully having enough extra cash that you can go purchase other items and use that to offset the cost of what you've invested into the poor items, and of course vice versa as well. So usually when an item is really oversaturated and the price goes down, you'll find it's typically a good idea to purchase those up and store those for later. Not an excessive bulk, but enough so that you can flip a decent profit on it. And as you can see here in our shop, we have a variety of different items up for display, which you can customize the shop, by the way. You can customize where everything is set up, what types of shelves you have, floors, walls, all that, and you have your nice little home away from home setup that you can do basically. And your window items, as you can see, are sparkling there in the window, and those will help determine the customers that you attract in. So of course you want to have your best items set forward up there, or at least a representation of the best of each different category, as we're trying to do here. As you can see, there's a decent amount of food items. Food items are one of the items that will pretty much always sell. You may not get a heavy profit on it, but they will certainly sell. Another feature of it is that you can meet the different heroes in the game, and you can actually basically subsidize their adventures. You'll go out and you'll equip the hero, you'll take them into a dungeon, you'll play as them with your character in tow, collecting items and going through to clear the dungeon. And of course the hero gets their payment in the form of you letting them use the gear and whatever guild contracts that pay them. It doesn't matter because it doesn't actually take place in the game in a way that represents you. What does matter is that those items you can take back and sell at your own shop, so you can get higher end items that way. And of course, as you can see in the top left, your days are segmented into 4 different categories, and the remainder of it is time that you just can't do anything because you're sleeping. Apparently you sleep a lot. So you have your different times a day. You have to restock your shelves when items sell. You'll have to haggle with customers as they come in. You'll have the option to go out with adventurers. And of course, there's all these little subplots with different characters as you go out and explore different parts of the town. And you don't have to do any of that, really. You could just continue to do the shop. Just go to your suppliers and sell items and just work on it that way. It's a fun, basic economic game. It's got a bit of a charm of its own. It's very whimsical, and there's a good bit of humor at all different ranges in there that really just it just gives you a good smile. It's really just a fun game to play. I'm not sure what it runs these days. I actually bought it when it was brand new a few years ago and played the heck out of it. It's definitely worth picking up, especially if you can get it on sale. It's something you'll definitely invest a few hours in, and as I said, there's no real drawback to the game. There's not really much of a challenge to it, other than trying to increase the amount of income you get on a weekly basis to match the payments. And of course you can always continue from the beginning once you fail that. So it's a good time waster basically. I definitely would recommend picking it up, and of course, as always, have a good day.